Hi all. I picked up these Trac-Grabbers. They're pieces of rubber you strap on your tire to help you get unstuck. If you get stuck in the snow or the mud. So this is a big pair meant for a pickup truck. You can get smaller ones. I think the smaller ones go for under 50 bucks or 30 bucks or so. This was a set of 4 because I got a 4-wheel drive, so I figured if I get stuck bad, I'll probably need 4. Okay, let's look at them and then we'll read through the box. So they're only clean one time. I watched a few videos on them, so I pretty much will know how they work. They got directions here on the bag. Here's the website, TRACGRABBER.com. 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 Just strap them on the tire. I suppose this is directions. Okay, so it's a hard piece of rubber. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. It's solid. The grooves aren't as big as I thought they were going to be. I thought the grooves were going to be a lot bigger. But I guess if you strap these on your tire, the grooves aren't really going to get you out. It's going to be this thing hitting the snow that's going to get you out. So it's just one strap. There's Velcro on them here. So this just wraps around your tire. It goes in through here and then up through here, and that holds it tight. And then the Velcro, you put that on and then you put the Velcro together so this isn't flopping in the wind. So that's all there is to putting them on. I've got some notes here, just a few things. I watched a few videos and read a few comments and things, and I just wanted to go over these. The Trac-Grabbers come in 7 sizes. It's basically small, medium, and large, and then big pickup truck and semis. You can get them for semi-trucks too. It says oversized vehicles. When you get stuck, your tire is going to be in the snow or the mud. So you're probably going to put these on top or maybe off to the side, depending on the shape of your fender. Probably store a sheet of plastic or something with them, so when you get out of the car to put them on, you're not kneeling in the snow. Especially if you have dress clothes on, just throw the piece of plastic down. Or I like to carry an old car mat in the car that you can kneel on. They're usually carpet and rubber on the bottom. When you get stuck, don't be lazy. Shovel out what you can. The few videos I did watch, I saw people put these on and they try to get out of really bad situations without shoveling. And if your car or truck is bottomed out in the snow, you know, it's hard to move that vehicle with the snow all around the wheels. So put these on and shovel out. You know, just shovel around the tires some so you can get a running start. Don't gun the vehicle. You know, don't put the gas pedal down to the floor, because I watched a few videos and the fellas said they broke. Well, they must really be making the tires go fast if these broke on them. These are some pretty heavy duty straps. I could see maybe it coming undone, but I think if you shovel out the snow and go easy, I think that would be just fine. There's another brand name. It's similar to this, but it's made out of aluminum. It's called Trac-Grabber. They cost a lot more though, and those you could buy an optional extension bar. You know, it's like 1 foot or 2 foot bar that sticks off the tire, and that gets back to an old trick that I've seen on YouTube where people will tie a 2x4 to the tire. You know, if they're stuck in the mud, and that'll help them get out. You know, that would probably be the only way to get out if you're really stuck in bad mud way out in the sticks, because you couldn't get a tow truck to go back in the woods. You know, they just sink in the mud too. That's where a jack would come in. You know, I've used a simple jack, you know, a floor jack, to jack up the truck, and then I throw a board underneath the tire to get my truck out. And it was buried down to the muffler, and that's all I did. I jacked up the truck, threw a board up under the tire, and it came right out. Lots of people carry those farm jacks. It just looks like the old-fashioned jack that used to come with cars, and they come in different sizes, but if you have a big truck, you would need the 4-foot one if you're stuck in deep snow or deep mud. I've also seen other tricks where people just tie a piece of rope around the tire, and that would be similar to this. You know, if you're not stuck real bad, they just tie a piece of rope around the tire, and it's similar to running chains on your tire. Okay, so let's go over the box here. This was a quad pack. Get unstuck, TRACGRABBER.com, sand, mud, snow, truck or SUV, the same thing, all over the box. So get unstuck. Why Trac-Grabber? Since the invention of the automobile, people have been getting stuck. Oftentimes it happens in the most remote places and never at convenient time. The thought of a loved one being stuck, stranded, or at the mercy of a stranger is very frightening. Add snow, ice, and sub-zero temperatures, and it really makes you wonder why a pair of Trac-Grabbers is not in every vehicle. Trac-Grabbers are the ultimate self-rescue gear that were designed to be used by both men and women. Simply fit the strap through the wheel, cinch it down tight, and drive your vehicle back to stable terrain. Trac-Grabber, don't get stuck without it. Okay, so I have other chains. They're kind of hard to put on, especially if you're stuck in a foot of snow. So that's where some of these would come in. Okay, so the boss just pointed out something here on the directions. It's number 7. removal. The track grabbers will become very tight on the wheels during use. To remove track grabbers from the wheels, push them back to their original position on the tire to create slack in the strap. Okay, let's see what else this says here. Important, thoroughly inspect all wheel wells to make sure your vehicle has sufficient clearance for track grabbers. Yeah, some of the cars you wouldn't be able to fit that through, you know. You make sure you buy your right size. You might even want to try them before you get stuck to make sure they're going to work. Thoroughly inspect wheel wells to make sure your vehicle has sufficient clearance for track grabbers and straps to make a full unobstructed rotation. Check all body parts as well as brakes and suspension components. Yeah, they might get hung up on some of the pipes up under there, the wires. When mounting track grabbers on front wheels, keep wheels as straight as possible. For your convenience and safety, if track grabbers become loose, stop immediately and tighten. Track grabbers are not designed for extended driving. Once the vehicle is unstuck and on solid terrain, track grabbers should be removed from wheels. Install track grabbers on both drive wheels. So most cars are front wheel drive now. Drive wheels are the wheels which receive power from the engine and transmission. If you are unsure, check your vehicle owner's manual to determine whether your vehicle is front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, or all wheel drive. You know, something else you could do is like go to like autotrader.com and look your car up, and it'll tell you if it's four wheel or two wheel drive. Most cars are two-wheel drive in the front, but some are rear-wheel drive. And these days, lots of cars are all-wheel drive. So they're all rotating with power. You know. Instructions for use: tightly secure one track grabber to each drive wheel. So I guess four-wheel drive, they're saying you have to put one on each tire if you get stuck, because all four wheels are moving. With strap inserted through the slot in the track grabber, hold the track grabber on the wheel perpendicular to the tire tread with D-rings on the outside facing you. Feed the loose end of the strap through an opening in the wheel from the back side. Feed the end of the strap through the D-rings, pull tight and secure the strap with Velcro to prevent slippage. Loose track grabbers may cause damage to your vehicle. Do not install strap through opening near the valve stem. Okay, so don't put them near your valve stem. And let's see here. So what they were saying is put that on top of the tire. So what they're saying is put that on top of the tire, then put this strap around the back and feed it through one of the holes, and then bring it through the front and do it like this. So this isn't complicated. If you're driving a car, you should be able to handle this. Just put that through both rings and then lift up one ring and put the other one down. And then tighten this part up. This has to be tight around the wheel. And then they said make sure the Velcro is hooked and that'll stop the slippage too. Not only getting it out of the way, but they said it'll prevent this from slipping. Do not drive over 5 miles per hour while track grabbers are installed. I think they say that with all chains. You know, I talked to one of the fellows at a factory that I bought my other chains from, and that's what he said. He said you can't drive fast with any of them. It just tears them up. Thoroughly inspect wheel wells to make sure your vehicle has sufficient clearance. Make sure that there is sufficient clearance between the wheel and the wheel well for the track grabber to make a full and unobstructed rotation, even when front wheels are turned. So if you put these on the front of your car, you know, your wheel's going around and you turn the wheel, it may still hit the fender. So just make sure you get the right size for your car. Also inspect to make sure that there is adequate clearance between the strap and any stationary components of the vehicle for the strap to make a full and unobstructed rotation. Clearing away any dirt, mud, or snow that may impede movement or create resistance to direction of travel from all 4 tires will greatly increase the performance of the track grabbers in getting the vehicle unstuck. Well, that's what I said earlier. That's just common sense, you know. With track grabbers installed, drive in reverse or forward, whichever is the direction of least resistance and shortest direction back to stable terrain. So you can go in reverse if you have to. With track grabbers installed, slowly apply power until the tires rotate and engage the track grabbers. Slowly apply more power to allow the track grabbers to lift and move the vehicle. As the vehicle begins to move, maintain steady but not excessive power until vehicle reaches stable terrain. That's what I was saying there. Don't gun it, you know. My father burned up a transmission in his work car out here right here in the yard one time when he was stuck in the snow, just trying to gun it. That was really deep snow, right? It was probably what, 3 feet, you know. It was really deep. With track grabbers installed on the front wheels, keep the wheels as straight as possible. Okay, that's what I was thinking earlier when they were saying if you turn the wheels, the track grabbers could hit the fenders. So here they're saying with track grabbers installed on the front wheels, keep the wheels as straight as possible. That may be hard to do if you're stuck out in a ditch, you know, you're trying to get up out of the ditch. I'd say if you're stuck that bad though, it's probably better just to call a tow truck, throw it on a credit card, you know. And then number 7 is the one we started with. Removal. The track grabbers will become very tight on the wheels during use. To remove track grabbers from the wheels, push them back to their original position on the tire to create slack in the strap. You might need a screwdriver or a pair of pliers too. You can get a small pair of pliers at the store for $1. Throw them in the bag. Don't just carry them in the car, throw them in the bag. Because then when you use them, you'll have the pair of pliers, the screwdriver, pair of gloves. Throw a pair of gloves in here too, and a piece of plastic that you can kneel on in the mud or the snow. Inspect rubber and straps for wear and tear. If any deformities are evident, discard and do not reuse. Limited liability. In no event shall Trac-Grabber LLC or any of its affiliates be liable. So this is just a loose strap. I'm sure if you break the strap, they probably sell replacement straps. You would think. right?
Mm-hmm.
That, or you can go to like a tractor store and just buy a heavy duty piece of strapping and make one yourself, you know, if they don't sell them. So, yeah, see, that's just a loose strap. Piece of Velcro sewn on. There's like a foot of the hard stuff and then like 2 feet of the soft stuff. 2 rings. I'm sure you can get these rings at a hardware store if you lose them. Yeah. Okay. See ya. Okay, so let's see how these Trac-Grabbers work. See if they fit my tire. I don't know. That don't look like it's going to be long enough. We'll see how it goes here. So they say to put it in from the back. Okay, it worked. Now remember, you're going to be stuck in the mud or the snow when you're putting these on. It's not going to be a nice dry day. Pull that down, tighten it up. Stick the Velcro on. See if we can get them to tighten up a little more here. So actually they went on real easy. Not bad at all. I've got these big holes here in the tires, so it worked out great. I run regular tire chains in the winter, so I know there's nothing back there for them to hit. There's something here that looks like a brake line. That's getting kind of close. If that shifts over toward there, it might catch that. But just to go real slow and get out when you're stuck, I think those will be fine. So those are 285s, Baja Claws, I think 16-inch. Let's get a closer look here. Okay, so those tires are Baja Claws, 285s. And you can see there's still plenty of strap, you know, if you had even bigger tires, you still have plenty of strap, you know, for bigger tires. Okay, then to take them off, you know, of course, we didn't spin the tires, so they aren't real tight. So here, they come off really easy. Okay, see ya. Bye.